What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Al Pena, and in this channel I do multiple things here. What I do is I show you how to make money here in Orlando, and I also have my other videos of me going through my weight loss journey. But today I want to say welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be doing a Doordash video. Now today's going to be a different kind of Doordash video. Now usually I'm on the road showing you guys how I'm dashing, things like that, but I wanted to make sure that you guys were able to see what is it that what am I doing that I'm making the decisions on what order I'm gonna pick and what order I'm not gonna pick. So today I want to go through and show you guys a quick video on basically what's a good order and what's a bad order, because you don't want to waste your time. Doordash is all about time. And if you hear somebody say, oh well, just pick up the order, that's BS. Because Doordash is time. For me, I'm all about time. And I like to pick up a multitude of great orders so that my day becomes better than picking up shitty orders all day long, and then my day becomes worse, because I'm not wasting time. The whole point of coming out here making your money is to maximize your time with the amount of orders. So you got to think about it like this: if I'm picking up 3 orders of $8 in 1 hour, that makes me $24 an hour. But if I pick up 10 orders and they're $5, yeah, I made a great, that's 10 orders. But think about how much miles you're gonna be putting in your vehicle with 10 orders in 1 hour making $5. It's too much work. The whole goal of the game is to work smarter, not harder, because then that defeats the purpose of doing this. So for me, I like to maximize my amount of orders that I take, but with higher payouts, so that way I don't have to be out on the road that long and put more miles on my car. So if you've watched my videos before, you'll notice that I always say, oh, I don't take orders under $6. There's a reasoning for that. The reasoning is because the way DoorDash pays you is they give you a $3 payout, and then anything else from there is all tips from the person that's ordering the food. So if you're just getting your $3, that's not worth it for you to drive $3 for 5 miles. That's just not worth it. You know what I'm saying? And that means that person did not tip. So most likely, 99.9%, you're not getting a tip for that order. So imagine going to a restaurant, picking up an order for $3. You end up going to this restaurant, and of course the service is so slow. You end up in this restaurant for 30 minutes waiting for this food, and then you drop off the food and you get $3. Yeah, that's a waste of time, guys. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you some orders on why I didn't take it and why I did take this order. So first order up on the screen here is going to be this McDonald's order. So first, you can see this McDonald's order has 10 items. So that means that probably the order was a good amount. The mileage is going to be 3.6 miles. Now look at the payout. The payout is $3.25. Now I don't know about you guys, but pretty much when you go to McDonald's, either you gotta go inside or you gotta hit the drive-thru, and this drive-thru are ridiculous. It's a waste of time, and that's why I always tell people in all my other videos, do not waste your time going to drive-thrus. Don't. Just go inside, get the food, and come out, because the lines are always crazy. I live in Florida, so predominantly pretty much every fast food restaurant has a drive-thru, so just don't waste your time. But I declined this order. The reason why I declined this order was because this was 3.6 miles, $3. So that's maybe $1 or something a mile. But you gotta realize that now I'm driving 3.6 miles to go deliver this food. Now I gotta drive 3.6 miles back to where my location is. So that's basically, I'm doing almost 7 miles for $3. Is that worth it? It's not. It's not worth it, guys. I promise you, it's not worth it. So I declined this order because it just wasn't enough for me. So now we'll go to this Chipotle order here. So this Chipotle order is up on the screen here. It's gonna be 2 items. It's gonna be for 2.2 miles, and it's gonna be for $3. I declined this order. Reason why I declined this order was because it's only $3. It's 2.2 miles away. That means that I'm getting a little bit more, $1 a mile. But here's the problem. Look at the time that it says it's delivered by. I have to deliver this order by 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock is lunchtime. So you think that if I get this order for Chipotle, there's not gonna be other orders that's gonna make Chipotle busier? So I declined this order because I knew that the Chipotle by me, and that's why it's always good for you to know your restaurants, Chipotle by me is the only Chipotle in the area. So you're talking about this little tiny Chipotle that covers this much area. It's crazy. So all the orders are going to be coming in, and you're going to end up in a position where you're going to be waiting for this order to be there, where you can be maximizing your profits with getting bigger orders and more payout, and then you waste your time for $3. Not worth it, guys. That's not worth it. I mean, I know it's only 2 miles, but for $3, you can end up waiting, and then this will happen to you. Because this is what happened to me, and this is what happened to me right here. I got this $8 order, waiting, and I ended up getting this tropical smoothie order. Actually, this was actually another day, but it's the same concept of that. It's where I end up getting, I say decline, and me and Megan always get into arguments about, why you declining? It's only this and that. I was like, well, because the $8, you can get $8, just wait in a couple more minutes. But this is an order that I'm gonna take. Why is the order I'm gonna take? It's 1.4 miles. It's tropical smoothie. It's 3 items. It's $8. I can maximize my profits. Now I can go come back. Let's say it's 1.4 miles, but we're gonna go 1.5, and then I'm gonna come back to the same area. That's 3 miles that I just drove for $3, which is that's a profit right there. That's good. So that's why I took that order. Look at this order. This is an order that I declined. This is a Walgreens order. Now Doordash lets you shop and deliver, and this is an order for Walgreens where I gotta go in pick up 1 item. But here's why. You can see that it's the $8.50 payout. But look at the time that I got this order. I got this order at 13:08. So I got this order at this time, lunchtime, and it's 8 miles away. I gotta go inside Walgreens, find this item. Hopefully I can find the item. And if they have the item, if not, I gotta go in here. Then I gotta drive 8 miles out of where my area is. Then I gotta drive 8 miles back. That's not worth it, guys. It's not worth it. So let's go to this order. This Chili's order. This Chili's order ended up being a great payout because I got this order in an area where I was real close to the restaurant. So I picked up the order. I saw it was $9.50, so I picked it up. Ended up working out because it was 3 items, and it was 5 miles. So I picked up this order because I knew that this order was possibly going to be a little bit more than what the $9.50 suggested. So I picked it up, delivered the food. It was 3 items. It was 5 miles away. It was a perfect order because as soon as I hit delivered, I got a $21 tip out of this. So That's why I picked up that order. I had a feeling about it, and that's the reason why I picked up the order. I mean, it was a very expensive order. I mean, it was 3 items, but it was like, $60, $80 worth of food. So, the people decided that they wanted a tip because it was a high order. So that was one of the orders that you would take. Now, let's go back to this order right here, where I want to talk to you guys about why this order was declined immediately. If you see this order right here, this is a Wawa order. A Wawa order is like a gas station / everything. They basically sell everything in there. But it's a Wawa order, which is 4 items, and it's a $3.75 payout. Why did I decline this order? I declined this order because it was 7.7 miles away for 4 items for $3.75. Guys, don't take these orders. It's a waste. You're going to be wasting your time driving 14 miles because you got to figure wherever this Wawa restaurant is, then you got to drive out of the area. So don't do it. Don't waste your time. This is a bad order. And if anybody tells you this is a good order, they don't know what they're doing on Doordash. So don't take this order, please. So that's a bad one. Let's look at this Chick-fil-A order here. This Chick-fil-A order here was $4.25. It was 3 items, 6.2 miles. That's a no-go, guys. No-go. It's not worth it. Because if you even look in the map here, look how far it is from where Chick-fil-A is. That means you're getting out of the area. Then you got to drive back. It's not worth it, guys. Look at this Burger King order. I ended up doing this Burger King order because it was 2 items and it was 3.1 miles. It ended up working out because I picked up this order. It was $7.50. I knew that it was gonna take me a little bit out of the area where the older restaurants are, but I knew that I can pick up this order, drop it off, and then I can zoom right back in because it was only like a mile away. So I ended up taking this order. This order being a $9 order, but this was worth it because it was 3 miles, but it's in the general area of where I have to go. So that's why you always gotta think also, guys, about picking up an order in the directions. Now, if you don't know how to pick up an order, you gotta zoom into that map and look before you make a decision. You gotta make that decision. You gotta look on what type of Sorry, I felt like I was at work. What order you're gonna be taking, because you got this Doordash thing is all about time. Let's talk about this order here. This was a good order, actually. This is a 6-item order, 3.6 miles. It was a pretty good order. It was right before lunchtime, so it was perfect because it was a breakfast order. So it was perfect right before the lunch rush came, and I took this order. Ended up being 3 miles, and it was perfect. So that was a good one. Now let's talk about. Sorry guys, I thought I organized these for you guys, but I didn't. Here we go. Look at this one. This spaghetti house. I don't know how to. Chimento Spaghetti House. This was a 4.3 mile order, and it was $4.50 for 3 items. I declined this order. The reason why I declined this order was because I'm getting a little bit more mile for my buck, but to me that means that the person only tipped me $1.50, and now I have to go in here, and this restaurant is very, very busy. And now I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna wait 20 minutes for $4.50 when I can just go and wait a little bit longer and get another order for something else and get more money than that. You get me? So that's why I decided to do that order. I did not decide to do that order. Here's another $4 order, KFC. No. And here's this order. I ended up doing this order. This is a great order. This is a $6.23 order for 1.8 miles for 3 items. Tijuana Flats is pretty legit with their order setup and for Doordash, so I knew that it was just gonna take me no time to go pick up the order and go. So I did that. So I picked that order up. It was $6.23, but I ended up this order ended up being $7, so it ended up working out. And I think I got one more for you guys, just to show you. Here we go, Jersey Mike's. So look at this order right here, and this is gonna be the last order. This order is gonna be for one item, 2.7 miles for $7. Picked up this order. It was a perfect scenario because it was 2.7 miles, and it wasn't so far away where it's gonna take me out. And I remember this order because once I picked up this order, immediately after I got another order, so it ended up working out perfectly. So that was an order. So guys, what I'm gonna leave you here is with this. When you're making your decision on what Doordash order to pick up, you gotta base it in 3 things. First, you gotta base it on the mileage. You always have to base your mileage on both ways, not one way. Not one way going and one way coming back. It has to be both ways. The second rule is it has to be the payout. You have to make money for the amount of time that you're driving. So the rule of thumb here is you always want to make more money for the miles that you're driving because that's your vehicle. So if you get an order that's $5 and the mile is 5 miles, that's $1 for each mile. You don't want to do that. That's not worth it for your vehicle. So you want to get an order where it's, maybe $1.25, $1.10, $1.15 a mile. That's long run rise. Those little cents there make a big difference. Okay? And then the third rule of them all is know your restaurants. You gotta know your restaurants, because then if you don't, you're gonna end up picking up an order that's good, that you think is good because it's low mileage, it's good pay, but the service sucks and you end up waiting 30-40 minutes, and then for your whole hour of time you only made $8 or $7. You don't want to do that, guys. So you want to make sure that you know your restaurants. Now, of course, there's always more stuff that we can do and more things that we can pick up orders for. But the problem is that you want to make sure that you're able to do all these things in the amount of time that you have. If you have 2 hours, to work Doordash, you want to maximize your time there. The goal is in 2 hours would be to pick up 3 orders of $8 an order in 1 hour in each. So